In the stillness of your soul, when the world grows dim and your strength runs dry, there is a voice that does not fade, a presence that does not leave, a promise that echoes beyond time itself. God whispers gently, "I am with you always." This is not a phrase spoken for comfort only. It is truth. It is covenant. From the beginning of creation to the end of days, His presence has never wavered. Through every story written in the pages of Scripture, through every wilderness walked, through every battle fought, one truth remained: God was there. When Adam hid, God sought him. When Noah built, God guided him. When Abraham wandered, God walked with him. When Hagar fled, God found her. When Joseph was forgotten in prison, God stayed beside him. When Moses trembled before Pharaoh, God strengthened him. When David wept in caves, God comforted him. When Esther stood before the king, God emboldened her. And now, here, with you, He remains. You may not feel Him in the way you expect. There may be no thunder or fire, no burning bush or parted sea, but His presence is no less real. It is constant, quiet, faithful, like breath in your lungs or the steady rhythm of your heart. You are not walking alone. When you face decisions that terrify you, when your heart breaks in silence, when your prayers seem unanswered, when anxiety grips your chest, He is there, not watching from afar, but walking beside you, closer than your own thoughts, holding you when you don't know how to hold yourself. Sometimes His presence doesn't change the storm, it steadies you through it. Sometimes His whisper doesn't remove the weight, it strengthens your soul to carry it. God does not abandon His own. You were never meant to navigate this life on your own. From the moment you took your first breath, He has been with you. Through every joy, every sorrow, every question, every step. When Jesus walked the earth, He came not to be distant but to be near, to touch the leper, to weep with the mourning, to eat with the forgotten, to walk dusty roads with weary hearts. And before He returned to the Father, He made this promise, not just to His disciples, but to you: "I am with you always, even to the end of the age." That means today, that means this hour, that means this breath. So whatever you are facing, whatever fear grips your soul, whatever burden weighs your chest, let His whisper anchor you. I am with you always. Not just in church pews, not just in moments of worship, but in hospital rooms, in traffic, in dark bedrooms, in the middle of panic, in the heart of confusion, in the routine and the chaos and the quiet in between. You are not alone, and you never have been. Even now, He walks beside you. Even now, He holds you close. Sometimes we search for signs, flickers in the sky, voices in the wind, a miracle to prove we're not forgotten. But God's presence is not always loud. More often, it is still, gentle, present like a shadow that never leaves, a hand that never lets go. When Elijah stood on the mountain, waiting for God to speak, he heard no answer in the windstorm, none in the earthquake, none in the fire, but then came a still, small voice, and that was where God was. So it is with you. He is not in the chaos. He is not in the panic. He is in the stillness, calling your name, whispering, "I am here, I am with you always." You may wonder how He could be with you in this, in the diagnosis, in the loss, in the betrayal, in the dark night of the soul. But He is. Even if you can't trace His hand, you can trust His heart, because He has always been the God who stays. He stayed with Job through the silence, with Daniel in the lion's den, with Jonah in the belly of regret, with Mary at the foot of the cross, with John on the island of exile. He is not a God who walks away. And today, if your heart is weary, if your soul feels distant, if your spirit feels abandoned, breathe this truth in deeply. He has not left you. He is not waiting for you to be strong again. He is not requiring you to have the answers. He is not measuring your worth by your progress. He is simply present, faithfully, eternally present. So come to Him as you are, with doubts, with wounds, with questions, with fears. He can handle your humanity. He walked in it Himself. This is the God who understands loneliness, who knows sorrow, who cried out from the cross, "My God, why have you forsaken me?" so that you would never have to feel forsaken again. And maybe that's what you need to hear today, that even now, even here, God is with you. If these words have touched something deep within you, if you know someone else who needs to hear this truth, take a moment to like this message, leave a comment, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe so more hearts can be reminded they are not alone. Because we need the reminder often, don't we, that no matter the storm, no matter the silence, no matter the waiting, we are not abandoned. He walks with us in the fire, like He did with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The flames did not consume them because His presence was their protection. So too, the fire around you will not destroy you. The river will not sweep you away. The darkness will not win. Because He is with you always. Not in part, not sometimes, not conditionally, but always. Even when you forget Him, even when you feel too broken, even when you run, He remains. Even when you have nothing left to give, God gives Himself, not just as a distant deity, but as Emmanuel, God with us. He walks beside you on the long road. He sits with you in the silence. He grieves with you in the loss. He celebrates with you in the breakthrough. There is no place you can go where His presence cannot reach. David once declared, "Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there." This is not poetic exaggeration. It is reality. Whether you rise or fall, soar or sink, He remains. He is with you when you don't know who to trust. He is with you when your strength runs out. He is with you when you've cried every tear and don't know how to pray. He is with you when your hope feels too thin to hold. And not just with you, but for you. He is not a passive observer of your suffering. He enters into it. He wraps Himself in your humanity and offers a peace that surpasses understanding. A nearness that quiets fear. A presence that transforms every valley into holy ground. You don't have to earn His closeness. You don't have to impress Him with your strength. He draws near to the brokenhearted. He binds up the wounded. He carries those who can't take another step. You may feel like you've lost your way, but you are not lost to Him. He sees you, even in the crowd, even in the dark, even when you've forgotten how to see yourself clearly. He knows the truth of who you are. And He calls you His. That's the beauty of this promise. I am with you always. Not just when you feel spiritual, not just when you're strong, but always. In your doubt, in your anger, in your confusion, in your weakness. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't withdraw. He stays. And there is healing in that kind of love. It may not fix everything overnight, but it anchors you. It steadies your heart when nothing else can. It reminds you that you are never truly alone, even when the night stretches long. So if the journey has been hard, know this: He is walking every step with you. If the healing hasn't come yet, know this: He has not stepped away. If the waiting has grown heavy, know this: He waits with you. And when you look back one day, you will see it, the fingerprints of His faithfulness on every page of your story. He has never left, not for one breath, not for one heartbeat, not for one tear. He is with you always. And because He is with you always, you are never truly defenseless, never truly helpless. Even when you feel like all your strength is gone, His strength remains. Even when your faith is small, His faithfulness is vast. He holds you not because of how tightly you grip him, but because of how tightly he holds you. You are not walking through this life trying to prove your worth to God. You are walking with the God who already declared your worth on the cross. He gave everything just to be with you, just to walk this road by your side, just to whisper into the deepest parts of your soul, I am here. I am with you. I will never leave you. When fear rises, let his presence be your peace. When sorrow lingers, let his nearness be your comfort. When anxiety presses in, let his voice be your anchor. Because he has not changed. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. The same God who walked with Abraham walks with you. The same God who delivered the Israelites still delivers. The same God who raised the dead still breathes life into dry places. And he is not in a hurry. He is not impatient with your pace. He is not tired of your questions. He walks beside you with compassion and strength, with grace and truth, with mercy that renews every morning. You are not forgotten on this road. You are not wandering alone. You are being led by love. So take heart, even when the path is unclear, even when the days feel long, even when the nights are cold. You are not abandoned. You are accompanied by the one who created the stars, who set time into motion, who carved mountains and poured oceans, and yet still chooses to walk with you. He walks with you through the storm, through the valley, through the season of not yet, through the unknown. He is not just waiting at the destination. He is in every step. And his presence will be your provision. His voice will be your compass. His love will be your covering. You may not see the way, but you don't have to. You just have to know he's with you. So breathe deep, even now. He is closer than your next breath, closer than your own heartbeat. And he will not leave. He never has. He never will. I am with you always. That is his vow. And he keeps every promise. When you walk through the waters, they will not overwhelm you. When you pass through the fire, you will not be burned, not because of your own strength, but because he is with you. That promise is not poetic fiction. It is divine reality, spoken through the prophet Isaiah. It echoes through time as a shield for every trembling heart. He does not remove every hardship, but he infuses every moment with his presence. And in that presence is peace. In that presence is power. In that presence is the assurance that you are not alone. Look at your life, not just with natural eyes, but with spiritual memory. How many times has he carried you through what you thought you'd never survive? How many moments were you sustained without knowing how? How many days did you feel like breaking, only to find new strength you did not create? That was him. That was the I Am who promised to never leave. That was the same God who walked with Enoch, who spoke with Moses, who comforted Jeremiah, who filled Mary with courage, who stood in the furnace with the three, who rose from the tomb to say again, I am with you always. And he is not silent now. You may hear him in the quiet moment before dawn. You may feel him in the breath between sobs. You may sense him in the words of a stranger, or the beauty of the sky, or the peace that makes no sense in the middle of pain. Do not be afraid of silence. It does not mean absence. Sometimes, silence is the sacred space where God reminds you, he is still near. So let go of the fear that says you're walking this alone. Let go of the shame that tells you you've wandered too far. Let go of the lie that says you must figure it out before God will come close. He is already here. He is with you in your questions, in your rebuilding, in your healing, in your becoming. He is with you in the hospital room, in the lonely apartment, in the courtroom, in the graveyard, in the office cubicle, in the school hallway, in the sleepless night. He is with you when you rise and when you fall, when you run forward and when you sit still, when you have answers and when you have only tears. This is not seasonal presence. This is not occasional love. This is eternal commitment. I am with you always. And that always means now. You don't have to wait until you're better, stronger, wiser, more faithful. His presence is not a reward. It's a gift. So receive it. Let your guard down. Let the walls fall. Let your heart open. He is here, and he is not leaving. There is something deeply sacred about being accompanied in silence. To have someone sit beside you without needing to speak, without needing to fix anything. Simply being there. That is what God does. He is the faithful presence when words run out. The steady companion when strength gives way. The light that stays on when the world goes dim. He is not waiting for you to prove your devotion. He is with you even when your heart feels numb. Even when your prayers are empty. Even when you can't find the words. You are not abandoned when your spirit is quiet. You are not forsaken when your emotions feel flat. His presence is not measured by your feelings, it is promised by His word. And His word never fails. Do not believe the lie that says your weakness disqualifies you from His closeness. It is in weakness that His strength is made perfect. It is in emptiness that He fills. It is in surrender that He moves most powerfully. You do not need to perform to be held. You only need to be, just as you are, because even now, even in your most fragile moment, He surrounds you with love. Not with judgment, not with distance, with love. Love that stays, love that listens, love that carries. He is with you when you walk into unknown territory. He is with you when you try again after failure. He is with you when the future feels foggy and your steps feel unsure. He is with you as a father, as a friend, as a shepherd, as the lover of your soul. And when the path winds and you can't see the next turn, you can still rest, not because you know what's ahead, but because you know who's beside you. You are not alone, not in the quiet, not in the chaos, not in the waiting, not in the weeping. He is the God of nearness, the God who says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Let those words wrap around your heart. He will strengthen you. He will help you. He will uphold you. Because He is with you. Always. Let your soul exhale. You are safe in His presence. You are carried in His hands. You are hidden in His heart. He has not gone anywhere. And He never will. There's a sacred peace in knowing you don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Because there is one who walks beside you. One who never slumbers. One who never looks away. And He says again, "I am with you always." Even in your most human moments. Even when you feel completely unworthy. Even when shame tries to close your heart, He stays. He is with you in your morning routines and in your midnight cries. In your quiet car rides. In your loud living room. In the hospital waiting rooms. In the parking lot where you broke down crying. In the hallway where you stood alone. He is not embarrassed by your emotion. He is not afraid of your silence. He is not deterred by your imperfection. You don't have to come to Him dressed in strength. Come with your wounds. Come with your weariness. Come as you are. He is not looking for performance. He is present for relationship. This presence does not promise ease, but it promises endurance. It promises love that does not quit. It promises a hand that never lets go. And He has proven it again and again. In every generation, with every soul who called on Him. He has not failed once. He has not forgotten one name. He has not turned away from one cry. So why would He start with you? You are not the exception to His promise. You are the reason for it. You are the one He walked into time to save. You are the one He bled for. You are the one He sings over in the night. You may have lost many things, but you have not lost His presence. He is with you when it all makes sense. And He is with you when it doesn't. He is with you in the healing and in the breaking, in the clarity and in the confusion, in the rising and in the resting. Every breath is evidence of His nearness. So when you doubt, when you question, when you fear, come back to this. Not to a feeling, but to a truth. You are not alone. He walks through the fire with you. He whispers in the wind. He anchors your soul when the waves rise. He will never forsake you. You may change, you may fall, you may wrestle, but He will not leave. I am with you always. And always still means now. Let your heart rest in this promise, not just as a concept, but as a living reality. I am with you always. These are not words to frame and forget. They are words to live by. Words that hold you when nothing else does. You don't need to earn God's presence. You already have it. You don't need to search for His approval. He already delights in you. You don't need to pretend to be whole. He is with you in the becoming. Even when your hands are empty, your spirit can be full of His presence. Even when your path is unclear, His feet are beside yours. Even when your mind is filled with doubt, His truth still surrounds you. There is no circumstance too complicated, no pain too deep, no past too messy for His presence. He comes into every room you thought He'd avoid. He enters the places you locked out of shame. He stands in the middle of your storm, not waiting on the shore, but holding you through the winds. He speaks peace, not only to your situation, but to your soul. Let your inner world quiet now, not because the noise has vanished, but because a greater presence has entered. The God of heaven walks with you. The one who holds galaxies also holds your hand. The one who parted seas also parts the fear around your heart. He is not distracted. He is not too busy. He is not holding back. He is with you now. And the same voice that spoke light into the void still speaks to you. Do not be afraid. For I am with you. These are the words that rebuild broken courage, that lift your chin, that steady your breath, that remind you, you're not walking toward Him alone. You're walking with Him. He leads, He carries, He comforts, He strengthens, and He never lets go. No diagnosis can change that. No failure can undo that. No silence can erase that. You are held by the everlasting arms. So step forward, even if it's just a whisper of movement. Take the next breath, say the next prayer, face the next hour. He is with you always. And He always will be. Do you know what it means to be truly accompanied? To be seen without needing to explain. To be loved without needing to perform. To be guarded without needing to ask. This is what God offers you. His presence is not just protection, it is companionship. He is not merely watching over you. He is walking with you. He doesn't wait at the finish line. He is in every step, every stumble, every breath of the journey. When the disciples feared the storm, He was there in the boat. When Peter sank beneath the waves, He reached out His hand. When Thomas doubted, He showed His scars. When Mary wept, He said her name. He knows how to be with you in ways that heal. He knows what your soul needs even before you do. You are never a burden to Him. Never too much. Never forgotten. He draws near with compassion, not condemnation, with tenderness, not disappointment. This is the God who walked with humanity, not above it, not beyond it, but within it. And He still does. Even when the world feels heavy, even when prayers seem unanswered, even when the tears fall in silence, He is near, and His nearness is your good. So don't measure His presence by the absence of pain. Don't equate hardship with abandonment. His love is not proven in ease, it's proven in His constancy. He is with you when the lights are bright and the laughter loud. He is with you when the lights go out and the silence swells. He is with you when faith feels like fire. He is with you when faith feels like ash. There is not a breath you take that is not breathed beside Him. And one day, when you look back, you will see it, footprints beside yours through every valley, every storm, every silent night. You will realize you were never walking alone. You were held, you were guided, you were kept, because He is with you always. He is not a God who visits. He is a God who dwells. He makes His home within you, not as a guest, but as a father, not as a stranger, but as your source. And because He dwells in you, you are never without hope, never without strength, never without love. Even when you feel disconnected, His Spirit is still at work. Even when you feel distant, His presence remains near. Even when you feel numb, His voice still calls. He is not limited by your emotion. He is not restrained by your circumstance. He is not dissuaded by your fear. He is here, and He stays. He has walked with kings and beggars, prophets and prodigals, warriors and widows, and He walks with you. You may think your story is too small to matter, but it matters to Him. Because your heart is His home. You don't need to climb a ladder to reach God. He descended to be with you. He took on flesh. He entered time. He chose limitation, just to say, I am with you. And He has never retracted that promise. Not when you doubted, not when you stumbled, not when you failed. He remains faithful, gentle, near. There is no season where His presence falters. There is no mistake that causes Him to walk away. You are not tolerated, you are treasured. You are not visited, you are indwelled. You are not watched from afar, you are held close. So let your soul rest, not in your ability to hold on to Him, but in His ability to hold on to you. He is with you in the mundane. He is with you in the sacred. He is with you in the grief you can't explain. He is with you in the joy that catches you by surprise. And He will be with you in every tomorrow. This is not just comfort. This is covenant. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. When the road feels long and your steps are unsure, when your prayers feel unanswered and your dreams feel far, there is still one truth that holds: you are not walking alone. He walks beside you with every breath. He walks in silence, when words fail. He walks in joy, when your heart overflows. He walks in confusion, when your mind spins. He walks in peace, when your soul finds rest. His presence is not reserved for the mountaintops. It is strongest in the valleys. He is the God who stoops low, who kneels beside your brokenness, who lingers beside your disappointment, who stays when others scatter. Even when you think He should have left, He hasn't. Even when you wonder if He cares, He does. Even when you feel nothing, He still feels deeply for you. This is a love that does not let go. And in your darkest hour, when the lie creeps in that says you've been abandoned, remind your soul, He is here. He is here when the diagnosis comes. He is here when the job is lost. He is here when the tears won't stop. He is here when no one else knows what to say. He is here when you don't know who you are anymore. He is here, and that truth is enough to anchor 1,000 storms. You were never meant to carry the weight alone. You were never meant to navigate this life on your own. You were created to walk with Him. So let Him lead, let Him hold, let Him whisper peace into the places you've silenced. He sees what no one else sees. He knows what no one else understands. And He stays forever, because that is who He is. And that is what He promised. I am with you always. So let these words be more than just a verse in passing. Let them be your foundation. Let them hold you when nothing else can. I am with you always. This means you never wake up alone. You never walk into a meeting alone. You never wait in a hospital room alone. You never cry in the dark alone. You never raise your children alone. You never battle addiction alone. You never step into the unknown alone. Because God's presence is not conditional. It's eternal. He walks with you when you walk in strength, and when you drag your feet through sorrow, when your heart is full of faith, and when it feels empty, when you're surrounded by people, and when you feel unseen. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not alone. He walks before you to prepare the way. He walks beside you to be your companion. He walks behind you to be your rear guard. He surrounds you completely. So even in the places where you feel unworthy, unloved, uncertain, He is already there. And His love has not changed. His promises have not expired. His patience has not worn thin. He is the one who stayed when others left, the one who waited when you turned away, the one who reached for you when you felt unreachable. You were never out of His sight, never beyond His reach, never outside His grace. You may not have felt Him every moment, but He was there. You may not have understood every chapter, but He was writing with love. And even now, He is with you, still writing, still redeeming, still holding you in His heart. This is the message of eternity, whispered gently into the ache of humanity. I am with you always, and always has no end. Let this promise echo in every place your heart has questioned, every space your soul has feared, every hour your strength has faded. I am with you always. When the seasons change and the path turns, when the voices fade and the silence lingers, He is still with you. He does not leave when it's inconvenient. He does not disappear when life gets hard. He does not require perfection to stay near. He is the God who remains. And because He remains, you can rest. You don't have to fear tomorrow. You don't have to prove your worth. You don't have to walk alone. You are accompanied by perfect love. So close your eyes. Breathe deep. Let your soul remember what your mind may have forgotten. He is here, now, tomorrow, forever. I am with you always. That is His voice. That is His vow. That is the truth that carries you home. There will be days ahead when you'll forget this moment. When the noise returns. When the questions grow louder. When the loneliness creeps in again. Return to this truth. Return to this whisper. Let it root deep in your memory. Let it be the banner over your life. I am with you always. Not just in church walls. Not just in answered prayers. Not just in mountain moments. But in the mundane. In the messy. In the quiet. In the waiting. In the failing. In the rising. You are never walking this path alone. Every step you take, grace walks with you. Every breath you breathe, mercy surrounds you. Every night you endure, love holds you. He has never stopped being with you. And He never will. Because His promise was never a temporary gift. It was an eternal vow. I am with you always. To the very end, and beyond. So when your heart grows tired and your soul feels faint, remember this is not the end. It's only a moment in the middle of a much greater story. And the one writing that story walks with you through every page. You are not expected to hold yourself together in every season. You are not called to carry every burden alone. There is one who carries you. One who lifts you when you fall. One who believes in the beauty of your story even when you can't see it yet. He is not discouraged by your pain. He is not weary of your struggle. He is not surprised by your questions. He simply stays. There is a reason the promise was made clear, not only in word, but in action. Jesus came not to make a temporary appearance, but to establish permanent presence. He dwelt among us. He touched the untouchable. He forgave the undeserving. He healed the broken. And when He ascended, He did not leave us orphans. He sent His Spirit to remain. That Spirit is in you now. Closer than thought. Closer than breath. Closer than the wounds you try to hide. You are not without help. You are not without comfort. You are not without direction. Because God is with you. He will never fail you. He will never forsake you. So even if the night feels long, Even if the answers don't come, even if your strength feels gone, rest in this. You are not alone. You are not abandoned. You are not invisible. Every prayer, He hears. Every tear, He holds. Every moment, He inhabits. He is not a God of distance. He is the God who draws near. The God who sees you in the wilderness. The God who walks with you in the fire. The God who whispers in your sleep, I am still here. And He will still be here tomorrow. There is no storm strong enough to chase Him away, no failure deep enough to lose His love, no fear wide enough to push Him out. He surrounds you now, with compassion, with mercy, with strength, and He's not letting go. So take one more step. Breathe one more breath. Lift your eyes one more time. You are not alone. He is with you always. Even now, even here, even when you cannot feel it. He is with you, forever. So let this be the truth you carry into every tomorrow. Not a memory, not a wish, not a fading echo, but a living, breathing promise. He is with you in the stillness. He is with you in the storm. He is with you in the moments when hope rises and in the moments when all you can do is whisper His name. You are not walking toward Him from a distance. You are walking with Him in every step. This is the great mystery and the great mercy, that the God of heaven walks with you on earth. Do not measure His presence by the ease of the path. Measure it by the strength you still find when everything in you wants to give up. Measure it by the peace that still covers you when the world cannot explain why. Measure it by the love that still calls your name. Even in the dark, you are not forgotten, you are not unloved, you are not alone, you are held, you are seen, you are walked with, forever, and always. I am with you always. This is God's message to you. Let it be the song your soul returns to. Let it be the light that leads you home.